There's no skirt.
The bow.
The bow, yeah.
I want to see you in little pieces of underwear. Tiny little underwear. Yes, I said it.
That's kind of seductive. I want to see you in little tiny pieces of underwear.
Yeah, but let's see if Facebook allows it.
No.
Exactly.
Trust me, I'm watching.
Of course you would. I would.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Date Night with the Lunas here on BFAM 109.6, talking about our weekly adventures and things of what nature. And John's not in frame.
I'm not in frame. I'm trying to figure out how to get this more in frame. I got to push it back further.
Yeah, it's
and
like...
then tilt it up a bit.
So,
but there's no one else on. I mean, it's the Monday before Christmas.
It's 5 viewers. Let them go in. It's just kind of notified.
No, I was just saying. I looked at the room count. By the way, we are broadcasting on Facebook, YouTube, BFAM 105.9, as well as STC. And I looked on STC, and tell me, right? There's like one other broadcaster.
Okay, but sometimes they have errors. So anyways, but STC, FYI, we are not allowed to show nudity because of Facebook and YouTube. So no requesting of any nudity, no anything. So
I was trying to get her to get nude afterwards because she's got some really sexy lingerie, but we're going to work on that.
We're going to work on that, yes. So welcome to that. So we'd like to thank our sponsor, Fairvilla University, which strives to provide a judgment-free learning environment for every student has the opportunity to learn about sexual health and wellness. So go check them out at fairvillauniversity.com/education, where our new BDSM, it's the Shades, the Hype, the Reality, is January 13th at 8 o'clock. So sign up for the class. It's $15 a class. Sorry, SDC, that is not part of our free class for our SDC members. It's only our personal classes. So when it comes to Fairvilla University, you still have to pay the $15. Sorry.
But come to class, and I'll show you how I make this a very sadistic tool.
Or sensual. It could go either way. You know, a lot of times we have in our imaginations, tools could be like very like sadistic or very sensual, and some can be both.
Oh, talk about illusions.
Illusions. Illusions. Yes, because I like playing that. So we're this week did a lot of Christmas parties. Lots of Christmas parties. I think.
Exhausting.
Oh yeah. Oh, you were exhausted. You can't. You bail out on one.
You're the extrovert.
You bail out on one. I was like, wah, wah, wah. And that was the one that you were like most requested. It's like, oh, where's hubby? Where's hubby? Tell him we miss him. Tell him I hope he feels better. Yeah. Suck it.
Bye-bye.
And I have no idea why they said that. But anyway.
I don't know, but I was going to make a good point. Because you're talking about illusion.
Illusions, yes.
This is a ruler I picked up at Target.
It's a metal ruler. During back to school.
Like $2.99 for.
Okay.
No, $3.99, whatever it was.
Whatever. It's dirt cheap, anyways.
Put a blindfold on someone. Put this in the freezer. Put it up against their neck.
Not in the freezer, in the refrigerator, so that way it won't melt on their skin and damage.
You don't want to go too.
Yeah, not the refrigerator.
Cold. However, it makes.
We have a bigger one. Yes.
Yeah, but not for hitting. The reason why I have this little one is you got a blindfold on someone. You tell them that there's a knife against their throat, and you do this. Their mind starts racing, and it is so much fun. Consensually, of course.
Consensually, of course.
A fake knife. And when they take the blindfold off, I've been asked, well, where's the knife? And I'm like, it's right in front of you. And they're staring, looking, where's the knife? I love messing with people. Mind fucks are the best.
He loves to do a lot of mind fucks. A lot. So.
Of course. That's my joy in life. Mind fucks.
I know. It was like we really didn't.
No, fucking's good too. But mind fucks are pretty good.
I know. We didn't do a lot of like sex play or play with partners. It was more just Christmas parties all last week. And then we had the most epic Christmas party ever. It was epic. I lost my voice the next day.
The last week was very vanilla. Because we had
extremely vanilla.
2 days at Disney and 3 Christmas parties. I tapped out of one.
Yeah, you tapped out at one. Yeah, because Sunday we went to Disney to see Lisa Ling at the Candlelight Processional. Then we had our broadcast on Monday, so we didn't go out and do anything. Tuesday was Dr. Carazella, the Hormones and Wellness Christmas party. Wednesday, you tapped No.
No.
Wednesday we went to see Andy Garcia, which best narrator to date. I love how he got into it. Really fun at the candlelight procession at Disney.
But
And yes,
Wednesday morning we went to get our pellets in.
Yes.
And for the most part, everyone reacts differently, and from time to time we react differently. Normally I'm like fine and ready to go. Wow, it hit me hard.
Yeah,
I wanted to sleep.
Oh yeah. Well, we did kind of sleep. We actually wanted to go and do the rest of the Disney night Christmas stuff because our passes expire on the 18th, but then they start again in January. Because we got the one down to have some blackout dates, which I was like, want. Now I missed a lot of the Christmas decorations, but we just tapped out after Andy Garcia because Candlelight's just about an hour long. But I was having some reaction to my pellets. I was getting tired and normal. Pain in my butt cheek where they insert it. And then like the next day I was fine, but you were tired. And then Friday, it hit me before the epic Christmas party. And I was like, okay, I could do this, but I was so loopy and tired. So, like you were on Thursday. So it kind of flipped.
Yes. And today we took our bandages
yesterday.
off?
Yesterday we took the bandages off.
Okay, so just a heads up for the hormone, we get pellets. Now, by the way, you got like 2, I forget what it is. I got like 13. But you have a bandage on there. You said you go through the little transition to adjust. What that means is by the 5th day, the bandage came off both of us. And we are one pair of horny motherfuckers at this point because that new surge of testosterone for us is in.
Okay, that's for you. Today I'm feeling tired, but I don't know if it was the carbs because we had pizza. We did have pasta. We had pasta and spaghetti, and I'm feeling tired right now. So you might be horny and energetic, and I'm just like I want to just crawl to bed and sleep. I'm like, but we have a broadcast. But that's how I'm feeling right now. That's
okay. Well, we'll see what happens afterwards if you go to sleep or whatever.
Yes, of course.
So. Because
then he goes into necrophilia.
I never ever.
He has consent.
There's something about it that I'm just not all that comfortable with, and I know you keep telling me you're unconscious, wake you up while fucking you, and I'm like, okay, I've tried it. The few times I've tried it, I've gotten the and I'm like, do you want me to fuck you or not? Sorry. There's lots of things a woman can do to arouse me. It does not ring my bells.
Some people enjoy the necrophilia. I don't know. It's you're just one of the rare few.
No, not the rare few. You're just drawing from a Law and Order episode where necrophilia went bad. You got to stop watching so much Law and Order. Ambien and sex.
Yes, yeah. No, because it was also like one of the case studies, because we look at all the fetishes.
The day before we got our pellets. When was the day we had really great sex?
I don't remember.
Actually, it may have been after the pellets.
It was. I know we had sex after the pellets.
Yes, it was the last time. Not the last time. The time before that.
No, Saturday we had sex.
Saturday was really good sex.
Yeah, Saturday was good sex there. Yeah, because we hadn't. I think we had sex when you came back from. Oh yeah, we did because you put a condom on because we were waiting for because after you come back from Pig Week, we always wait until your STDs, STIs come back to see if it's negative or positive. So as long as it's negative, then we take the condom off. If not, till then, condom on.
Whenever either one of us go to
extreme
parties, let's just put it that way.
Extreme party. Well, that's more you because I haven't done extreme parties, and every time I do, all the guys wear condoms.
I know, and they do, but the thing is, condoms can also break, and
right.
Yeah, but
I mean, there's only you and JC that I am fluid bonded. That's it.
That's true.
JC, I've known for 20 years or 20 something. Yeah.
The thing I'm going with is, obviously, we don't use condoms when we're having oral, and believe it or not. Gonorrhea, syphilis, and chlamydia, don't let that go to your head. Just because you got the ruler doesn't mean you're hitting it.
Aren't you like saying something?
All those 3, and there's actually, I'm debating on, they can actually be transmitted orally. And although you're being very
What, orally? You're talking about STIs that can be transmitted orally, sexually,
anyway,
yes.
We're having sex. We're all having sex. Things can get transmitted.
Mhm.
When I go to a thing like that, there's lots of oral going on everywhere. It can happen.
There's a lot of unprotected sex going on at Pig Week. I am
there-
sorry.
that,
Okay.
there's a whole lot. But then
Okay.
again, I also got fisted several times.
Yes, you got fisted, and
The point is, though, and this is where I was going to,
Okay.
like 5 minutes ago, is that for my partner's sakes, when I go ahead and come back from an event like that, I wear condoms for the next 2 weeks. I usually wait a week, and then I run and get my test done. And I get the full spectrum done. They do the swabs. It's not comfortable. I mean, I've done sounding, so it's not as uncomfortable. But yes, they put a little Q-tip in the head of your penis and take a swab and do all this other stuff. But the point is, it's just to be safe.
Yes, safe sex. Always practice safe sex. I know it's like one of the things, like a lot of the mogul world thinks like, ooh, you ethical non-monogamy people don't practice safe sex. I'm like, bullshit. I think we are practice safer sex than you muggles there.
Yeah, and
because I remember
vanilla.
one of them, vanilla. I prefer muggles.
I know, but muggle is such.
It doesn't seem so offensive compared to vanilla.
Actually, muggle is the Harry Potter version of a word that I'm not. No, of a word that I'm not even going to mention.
What?
Because I'm white. That's what it is. That's what the word muggle is. It's meant to be hurtful.
Well,
vanilla just means, like you say, you start vanilla. Maybe you can go ahead and get some sprinkles, add some chocolate syrup, water sports, whatever. You grow. Not in the ice cream, though. That would be nasty.
I was about to say, what flavor is that in the ice cream water sports? What? Butterscotch?
Bitter minty?
Butterscotch. Because how many people actually like butterscotch on their ice cream? Ew.
Okay. I'm gonna spoil something for everyone.
Oh God.
Butterbeer is butterscotch. That's all it is. I know there's some grand things, but I've been to Hogwarts, at least at Universal Studios. Butterbeer is just butterscotch. I know.
And I eat it every time, butterbeer ice cream when I'm there. That's my favorite.
Butterscotch.
It's delicious. It's soft serve ice cream. It's good. I like it.
Okay. How can come like you don't like it in your mouth, but you'll eat butterscotch? But I'm fine with it. But butterscotch, fuck that shit. I will not let that touch my tongue.
But you can have cum all over your mouth, all over your ass, every day, 24/7.
I can have a woman sit on my face and squirt, fill my mouth and swallow it, and I will be happy. You put fucking butterscotch in my mouth and I will punch you. No. We all have our standards, and they don't have to be consistent.
What's your grandma didn't have? What, your grandmother didn't have a butterscotch? I don't think so. I don't think he had.
My grandmother?
Yeah, grandmothers always gave butterscotch.
Cannoles.
Remember, he's Italiano. He's Italian.
I got cream puffs. I got cannoles. I got rainbow cookies. I got black and white cookies. I never was given butterscotch.
Okay, so
no,
for anybody who really, really, really wants to get on John's really good side and butter him up and get anything, rainbow cookies. Italian rainbow cookies. That's it. That's his weakness. That he'll do whatever for rainbow cookies. Seriously.
That is true. I will have sex for rainbow cookies.
Oh, yes. And trust me, I almost brought some from New York, but I forgot. And Boston, too.
Now, here's the thing. I saw a thing to say I'm fancy. It's just where I grew. I didn't say it. However, where I grew up, that's what was there. Now, what was really funny is we were given these as a kid. And whatever you're given as a kid, you want something else, right? Because your parents have to be wrong. Do you want to know what my weakness was?
What?
Ring dings. Yes, the cheap ass, round, chocolate filled, crappy Entenmann's. No, Debbie Lee's. No, it wasn't Little Debbie.
It wasn't Little Debbie. I don't know. It was like some cheap generic. I don't know. Ring dings. It's like I know it's some like I could find it at the ghetto.
Hostess.
Okay.
Hostess.
Yeah. See, everyone says Hostess. So yeah, I could get it at the ghetto bodega because that's the only time I've seen those things. It's a ghetto bodega.
What's really funny is I went to my mom's and she had them for the kids because they wanted them, and they've shrunk.
Well, of course, like everything else. Like, remember we went to Epcot and I wanted that school bread? And I said, dude, that's smaller than what I remember back in the 90s. And plus, it was hard as a rock. It wasn't even fresh. It was like,
It's amazing how things have changed.
Yeah, I know. So disappointing on that. So, yes, those are John's secret weaknesses. So, Let you know.
Yes.
Ring dings and rainbow cookies.
Which, that's why milk and a cupcake was so spectacular for me. I actually wrote an article about this.
Where is
So,
that article? Are we
it's
allowed to
up
put it
on-
on STC or is it still on
no, we can put
ASN?
it, that was 3 months ago on
So
ASN.
yeah, now we could switch
Now
it
we can
over.
go ahead. We'll push the article up. But essentially, I had a wonderful experience
Mhm.
with a woman who had a fantasy about essentially was splashing, feeding me a cupcake during sex, which was okay. That wasn't the coolest part. The
No, you didn't
cupcake
have sex with her.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I took her in the room afterwards and we had sex.
Oh, okay. Afterwards, I don't. God, I guess I was gossiping too much. I totally lost track.
Yes.
Because I saw one moment that you were like having the cupcake shoved in your face and then your head shoved into her boob, and that's yeah.
She was heavily lactating, so I got cupcake
And milk. Mm-hmm.
and sex all at once, and it was extremely fun and exciting.
See, I didn't see the sex part. So while you were having sex, did you still suck on her tit?
We went in the other room. I think
Right.
that's where you lost it. And we put a towel down because
Okay.
we're nice. She started going down on me.
Okay.
Then she took her tits and basically up my chest and then started licking all the milk off of me and went down on me
Okay.
again.
All right.
At one point, she did get on top and I got inside her and she was riding me
Uh-huh.
while I was sucking on her tits.
Okay.
And then essentially, because she was like $110, picked her up, turned her over, and then just fucked her.
Okay.
And I realized I just fucked her because she wouldn't. I said more, and she said there's no towel, and I wasn't going to break for a towel. Sometimes you're concentrating on shit, and you're like, this is not worth stopping. For
Right.
anything.
Yeah, because
and then we went our separate ways.
Right, because I remember she contacted you a few weeks later, freaked out over STI.
Yes. Yes, she was concerned about something, and it all turned out to be no. It was one of her partners got diagnosed.
Right.
But she didn't.
She didn't?
No,
Or she did?
She did not.
Oh, she did not. Okay.
She was just letting her know that she was getting tested because one of her partners, and she did come back negative later on.
Okay.
But it was, I think it was a gonorrhea scare.
Yeah, something like that. It was like, because you had to go and get it done. Right.
Yeah, I got it tested and everything was fine.
Yeah.
But that's one of the points we stress. STD testing. If you get an STD, by the way, it's like getting a skin knee in football. It's not something to be ashamed of.
Mm-mm.
You enjoyed it. I mean, when you go see a doctor because I don't know, fractured your shoulder, the doctor doesn't go, who's been playing football? No. It's, we got to fix this, take it easy, and go back and have fun. Same thing with sex. You may get something. I'm lucky I have...
knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. I mean, in 20 years, I haven't been diagnosed with anything.
Right.
And I get tested quarterly.
Right. Except the one time when your medication gave you a false positive, which we all cracked up laughing. That was hysterical. That was just major freak out. Yeah, because it happened about the same time when she was that girl.
No, it wasn't at the right time there.
Okay.
No, but just so everyone knows, long story short, I had a colonoscopy. I had surgery. You
had surgery.
Ran a fever. Next day, it broke. But you go to a doctor. What do they do? Well, you're open. You were cut open. I'm going to give you a broad spectrum antibiotic. And by the way, that's my MD because my fucking surgeon goes, I didn't do anything wrong. Never. Go see your MD. It's definitely not me. I'm like, bullshit. Long story short, the broad spectrum antibiotic can cause a false positive.
For gonorrhea.
No.
What was it?
Gonorrhea would have been easy. Syphilis.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Those syphilis. I'm like, that
and
disease
we're like,
is dead.
What? No, it's not. Syphilis.
Well, we don't hear it as often as we did back in the day. That's why. I mean, it's not. I feel it's not as common, but
Well, again, in the gay community, things are a little different, and I'm always aware of things.
Right.
Obviously, HIV is something on the side, but the big things they worry about is gonorrhea, which is treatable, which can be, I found out, in the throat, the penis, vagina, or in the ass.
Oh.
And it's actually localized because it's a bacterial infection. However, chlamydia, I don't know that much about. Obviously, it's known as the clap. Crabs, I don't know much about that one. But the other one is hepatitis.
Yep.
Which is curable, but definitely not something you want. Hep C has really bad effects on your liver. So if you have a history of drinking and stuff and hepatitis put together, not good. And no, syphilis, though, is an infection that once you have it, it will always reside in your spinal fluid. So when I tested positive, that's why they made a big deal out of it and wanted me to continually get tested quarterly for it. Thankfully, everything in the last 5 years has been, what does that say?
HPV is prevalent.
HPV is prevalent. Now, here's the thing. HPV, there is a vaccine for now. It was not available. It has to be given as a teen. HPV is hugely prevalent. And unless you have a breakout, there's no way to test for HPV. There is no blood test, no swab, no nothing to test for HPV. If you have it, chances are, if you fluid bonded, the other person may have it.
The vaccine can't get it over 45. The vaccine. Yep. I don't know. Sucks.
But here's the thing. HPV is basically otherwise known as anal warts. That's what it's referred to. It's basically, what is it? Like herpes. It's a virus that grows. And, what's more prevalent than even HPV, though, is herpes simplex. I forget if it's 1 or 2. Herpes simplex 1 is the mouth one, I believe.
Right, that's the more
2
common
is the
one.
Not just more common. When they tested me, that's the only thing I've ever tested positive for. And I said, "Oh my God, herpes!" And she's like, "No, like 80% of the population has it, and the other 80% are probably priests and celibate, or more, or no, not Mormons. They make great furniture." Amish. There we go. Amish. No offense to the Amish. I love your furniture. You guys do some great shit.
How do we know if the Amish is actually working? They don't have electricity.
Which means COVID didn't affect them at all because they're used to being segregated. They come in and
Yeah.
What if you've ever lived in the Northeast? You go up to Pennsylvania. What's the first thing you want?
They have is it Amish bread or something? I know I had to go and get.
They make good food.
I have to ask my brother. He like because they lived in Kentucky and they had like an Amish little thing. Indiana. Okay.
That's true, but they are huge in Pennsylvania.
In Pennsylvania, there. So it's a northern thing because I don't think there's any Amish down here.
Do you see all that clothes they wore?
Oh yeah.
You cannot live in Florida and wear that much clothes on a regular basis. You will suffocate. You will die.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, the food is good. Yes,
the food is good.
Yeah, bread, and they have some type of cakes. I remember, but it was years ago.
Yeah.
No, Amish definitely are definitely up north. But anyway, so yeah, the interesting thing is we had a very
apple butter. Yes.
We had a very vanilla week.
Extremely vanilla week. I'm sorry.
Except for some great sex between us.
Yeah.
Which was really good.
Yeah. I mean, this week I'm only seeing Drew, but we're going to take a yoga class together. So Drew is going through his withdrawals. That's the big thing with Drew, because as much as he is a good friend and sex partner, he does need his like Angelique time. It's like that. JC is not that bad. JC we could go like months without seeing each other and it's okay. And then we just see each other for an hour, have sex 3 times and that's it. That's all with JC and Drew.
But as your husband, I need my Angelique time.
Well, yeah, but
even if we just sit on the couch and watch The Witcher, which is actually turning out to be pretty good.
Yeah, we like The Witcher. We're big Witcher fans. But we cuddle, we sleep together, we have sex, and so that's what's going on. I mean,
are you sure that Wednesday night he doesn't need to come back here and spend some time with you, or just?
I am not offering that to Drew because Drew will totally take a good jump on that.
I think you should go ahead and take it if you want.
I don't know because I know I just can't, because his son's in town. Drew's son's in town, and Drew is a devoted father. Anytime his son's in town, I lose him completely. That's why he agreed to the yoga, because he doesn't miss his yoga. So I'm like, we could do yoga together, and so
we're going to do yoga.
We're going to go do yoga there. So yeah, because that's the only time away from his son that he takes away. So, like I said, he's such a daddy to his son.
But actually, that brings up a conversation or a little line of topic, because there was a time we had much more couples as friends that we would swing with on weekends. And again, moving forward a while, we eventually, for a while, were with people that we would go and hook up with, either separately or together, and then go our separate ways. And we would talk to them for days or weeks. And now we've gotten to the point where we do have people in our lives that are sexual and are little more than just friends at times. good
Yeah.
friends, and sometimes more.
Mhm.
So we're curious for the people over on SDC and actually in there who can put in the chat room, or if they're on, if they do it on YouTube, do we get the comments?
Yeah,
I
we
think
get
so.
we get the comments both for Facebook and YouTube on our streaming here.
Well, my question with that is then,
Hmm.
what's your relationship style like with your play partners? Is it more of a just, we don't talk during the week, maybe a, hey, we're meeting this weekend, let's get together, and that's it, and then do the play thing and say, hey, fun, great, cheers, go our separate ways?
Or friends with benefits, or
More of a friendship where you also, I'd say friends with benefits is
I
a
don't
little
know.
more, well, it can be a lot of things, but
Could
for
be.
us, friends with benefits is ones that we actually do friendship stuff with,
Right.
like go to a movie,
Right.
like
go out, like I said, we're going
go on a
yoga, we go
vacation.
and do it.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it's like, because Drew and I, it's just, we've known each other as long as we've known each other. 12
You've known
years.
them over, yeah.
Yes.
12 years.
Yeah, we're going to go 12 years in March.
You're rounding up, but I'm okay with that.
Okay, 11. Okay, we'll go for 11 because we're only 3 months away from 12 years. That's on, that's the fun part. I known him, but for the longest time, Drew and I just met once a year, had dinner, catch up. It's just now that he's officially getting divorced, it's ramped up into more like, each other's shoulders to cry on, or, best friends. It's kind of like best friends because
it is. You guys have each other's shoulders to cry on. You're definitely each other's support system.
right, it is, because he did help me through our shitstorm for a little bit. He's super considerate. He's super gentleman. He is like super nice. One says ever evolving.
I think that's true. We are ever evolving.
It is ever evolving there. I know we've had some friends, but we also have friends like in the BDSM community that we've like hanged out to a certain extent, but never had sex. I mean, we played with them, but never sexual, like with those friendships.
Well, there's definitely in the BDSM community, sex is not always on the table.
No.
There are definitely people I consider great friends in the BDSM community. If I ever have problems, I know I can count on them.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not sexual. We never will be sexual.
Mm-mm.
If anything, there's times I've considered a few of them mentors and good friends. And there's a few of them I would probably say considered me a mentor.
Oh yeah, you're definitely a mentor. A lot of you have a lot of people in the BDSM community and in the puppy community that looks up to you as a mentor.
Yeah.
I
agree.
I know it's something that we don't evolve to do that, but that's what has happened.
I've definitely got a lot of people who've come to me, both men and women, asking relationship questions, obviously because of what we're doing here, but wanting it on a very private level. And they're friends. I want to offer that if I can, if you can help them out. But we have a whole new year coming up.
Right.
What we should probably put out there for us as well as them. What do we plan to do next year that we haven't done this year? What's going to be new?
I don't know. Let's see. Normally I see guys junking off here. This is something new. Oh yeah, well, welcome to our show there. What is the puppy community? I could Google it, but I would have to turn you guys off. Hi, looks nice. Puppy community. Okay, so let me answer the question. This show, it's Date Night with the Lunas. We talk about our adventures, answer questions on sex and relationships, and there is no nudity, nothing. We're educational, entertaining.
Basically, we have a podcast and a radio show, and STC asked us if we would mind putting on here, try something different. It's been working out because you guys keep watching, and we appreciate that.
And you're inviting your friends, and the attendance is growing, and we're very grateful. We're grateful for the reviews. So if you go to the events on STC, just leave a review so people can know that this is informative. It's a safe space. We're not trying to like do the normal porn stuff. That's something else, but we like to educate. Now, with the puppy community, it's actually considered the critter community.
Should I get my mask while you do the
yes, I'll do the
we'll be right. I'll be back.
You'll be back. So the critter community is a part of a BDSM fetish that people will transform into like a kitty, a puppy, fox, raccoon. I mean, there's so many different types of critter play, and it is like a lot. It's kind of like cosplay, but they dress up in the persona of the animal. No real animals are included or involved. This is not, there's no bestiality. It is just dress up, putting you in a submissive role to a certain extent, but I know you said there's kind of some alpha pups out there.
There's alpha pups.
Or
There's
alpha critters.
well, there's handlers.
Right, they're handlers.
And
like technically, I would be his handler when he's in his pup gear. And when he gets into his pup gear, he gets into a mind space. Oh, we totally forgot. One moment, we're switching over our sponsors to the Florida Center for Hormones and Wellness, as we were talking about our pellets that we just received. We've been doing them for about 3 years now. 40?
I've been doing it 3.5.
3.5.
No, just renewed. This is starting my 4th year, and you're going to be starting your 3rd.
Yeah, I'm going to be starting my 3rd. Yeah, and it's been great. I've lost like 45 pounds since starting the program. John's lost about 30 some odd pounds. Our muscle mass has increased, our health, our endurance. I ran my first half marathon in November, signed up for 2 more. So I'm doing the Princess Marathon, the Disney. Of course, they're all Disney because I'm a Disney fanatic. And then the Springtime Challenge. Yes, that we're doing. So back to puppy and critter.
Okay. Puppy, you used to hear a lot about puppy play. It used to be came out of the leather gay community. Now it's really gone gender non-specific, but it includes puppies, kittens. I think you mentioned the whole thing.
The foxes, critters. There's so many different ones.
It is cosplay in a way. For me, it gets me in a mind space where I run a business. I run this. I also have a full-time job. My submissive is not quite.
That's your discretion. Just
go for it.
Yep, do it. You have our consent. You can guys do what you want. We're just not getting nude or like talking dirty or anything like that.
Well, we do talk dirty, but we'll get there later.
Not that kind of talk dirty. We talk about dirty. So, anyways, back to the puppy mask.
I got into it a couple years ago, and in the beginning, it was kind of interesting, but I wasn't sure where I fit into it. It's actually about getting into a headspace. It's a much simpler time. I've been exploring more on my submissive side. I've been in the BDSM community for 8 years now. I've always been a dom. I'm always the one doing the action. But I also realized I like getting massages. And even getting a massage is a way of just giving yourself up to someone else. And as I started exploring it, just put it right on.
Put it on, babe. I love that. Send them Christmas presents or at least leave them a good review if you're going to get off on them. Yes, thank you very much. We appreciate that. Yes. Leave us reviews so other people can find us. So when he's in the pup gear, he doesn't talk except maybe like a bark or two, right?
Now, I am talking right now, but normally if I was to get into the headspace.
You're supposed to get in the headspace. You were supposed to be talking because I scratch your head and he gets so cute like a little puppy and he gets all licky and adorable, and it just calms them down. It just really puts them out. And just to let you know, each color of the face mask represents something else. So you can take off the mask so you can talk. So then you got red. So that way you explain your different color masks because he loves to play with that little colors, even though he's colorblind.
Okay.
What does it represent? Yellow.
Okay.
Yellow.
There's different colors.
Yes.
Right off the bat, the first one I ended up wearing most of it is red. Red is it's called flagging. What flagging is, it comes out of what you may have heard from San Francisco in the 40s. It started coming out of late 40s. Something called the Hanky Code. Basically, it was illegal to be gay at one point in the United States. Mm-hmm. And hitting on someone, there was undercover cops.
They would arrest you. Yes.
For hitting on a guy.
Yeah, because we found out like one
senator's
son got arrested and basically asked the senator to step down from his position because his son was gay, and that was their way of controlling it and not outing his son.
It was McCarthy who got hold of it.
Yeah.
Everyone's heard of the McCarthy trials, right?
Oh, I hated the McCarthy trials. Even Disney was on there. Disney was one of those like narked somebody else.
I cannot speak for Joe Biden.
Yeah, no. It's like, we don't do politics here. No politics.
But if you were talking about the last president, yellow would fit him. Yellow is actually for water sports.
Water sports.
So, yes, it would fit our last president a hell of a lot more.
Yes.
But
did you say what red was?
Red's fisting.
Fisting. He loves to be fisted.
I do, and I like to fist. You like getting fisted?
I do. I do like to get fisted. I like fisting you too. So yeah, it's so hard trying to train someone new on how to fist a pussy. It is because we did that during what do you call it?
Naughty in New
Naughty
Orleans.
in New
We went to
Orleans.
Naughty in New
Yes,
Orleans.
yes, we were naughty in New Orleans. What do you call it? The guy, tiny, and I'm like, okay, and couldn't get it hard. His wife is getting fucked by John, and I'm like, oh,
She was happy on me.
Yeah, she was happy on you, and I'm just like, why am I getting denied here? And I was just like, okay, well, you can fist me. He's like, what? How? So I had to explain to him how to fist me because John wasn't there available, and then the other guy that I tried to get to fist me just wanted to cuddle. Who the fuck goes to Naughty in New Orleans and cuddles? I thank God I found Jackhammer the last night. If not, I would have said I had a miserable experience at Naughty in New Orleans. I mean, you got lucky. You got fucked.
No. You were getting fucked.
No. You got fucked when I got cuddled. Remember?
Yes.
Okay. You got fucked while I was teaching the guy how to fist me. Okay, 2 against 1 right now. It's like.
And then you found Jackhammer. I'm standing in front of her, waving my dick in her face because normally she likes going ahead and getting the finger cuff thing going. And gone. Already in subspace, getting fucking jackhammered. Now, I do want to go back to the puppy thing because it is a sexual thing, but it's also become almost PAX. What I mean is it's become social. There's plenty of events now at bars. You will see this. I've been trying to do a lot more photography with my puppy gear and my new camera and such. In all honesty, it's really interesting to get a group together, and it is men and women. It's and then of course we have handlers. You haven't done it a lot, but you are my handler.
I know I'm your handler, but you've been going to these events without me, so that's why.
I've been going to events without you because you've been doing other stuff.
I know.
However, if I go to an event and you're out of the state, I'm not going to call you up and say, get back here, woman, I need you. Go have fun. The point is, though, if you do a search for human puppy play on Google, you're going to find there's actually quite a huge community internationally. This is huge over in England.
Yep.
And it's believe it or not, it's huge in Australia. I'm amazed about that. But it is all over the place. It's gotten a good hold in the East Coast, but it's also the West Coast in America. It's really interesting.
They're having their own conversations there about Viagra, and it's like it's what they carry, what's it for. So I'm like, okay, I let our SDC members have their little conversations, which it warms my heart. It really does to see the interaction within you guys there. That makes us like, hey, it's not us. Can we see the mask? Oh yeah. Show the mask again.
Okay, so these come in all different types.
Shape,
this
size.
Is one of the masks.
That's for fisting, the red
this
color.
One is actually neoprene. Now, by the way, if you wear red, it doesn't mean you can wear whatever color you want and not be flagging. Usually, if someone knows what they're talking about and people come up to me and go, nice mask, are you flagging? And if I say no, it's like, okay, that just means I like red. I also have a blue mask. I have a black mask. The few of them were given to me. So there's that one. And then the other one, which I've been wearing a lot more.
You've only bought one and everything else.
This is the only one I bought. You would not. Okay, now normally I do support the local sex shops.
Or the local vendors, because a lot of the BDSM stuff is made by individuals.
Where I got this one? Walmart.com. I'm not lying. It took like 2 weeks to get here, but it is nice. I had to put some holes in the side. One of the things is if you wear this, it covers your ear, and especially if you go to like a club or something with all that music, I can hear shit. So like a dog, I guess dogs hear. I'm deaf.
Yes, you're deaf. You're colorblind and deaf.
But there's actually more to it. I got a
winning combination there, don't I?
I have a collar. I have a leash.
Yeah. Now, when he wears the collar, it doesn't mean the traditional BDSM collar. So it's
for some it does.
For some it, but I'm saying
for that one, I bought that collar.
Yeah, you bought that, but you didn't collar yourself. It's not like
this
BDSM
is a collar just for my play. So I will happily put that on. As you talk about something else, I mean,
I put my little leash on. See, I had a little neck. I can't find my little metal leash, and then I just drag them around. Sometimes, as walking on all twos or all fours. So all depends on where we're at and what we're doing.
All depends on the conference.
Yeah.
To be honest, you get a hell of a lot of attention when you're on a leash at a conference.
Depends on which conference. Some conferences, there you go. There's like doing that.
Well, I'll tell you what. The next time we'll go to a Mary Kay conference, and you can put me on this. And
why don't we just go on the? Oh shoot! I just remember I had to send somebody something. Okay, I have to do that as soon as we come back. The Shameless Book Club. That's what I remember.
Oh,
Yes,
I should totally do this.
Yes, that's why I just remember I needed to send somebody an article on that, because we went to this and that's like the erotic book club. So all the sexually suppressed housewives of all over go and release their sexual urges on these poor innocent naked models that you see on the cover of these erotic books. They're like, oh, and I'm like,
all the Fabio wannabes.
All the Fabios, like, where is it? It was here in Orlando earlier. It's called Shameless Book Club,
and it's also in LA.
And New Orleans. And then we found out that the New Orleans was a lot more risque than in Florida. I'm like, say what? This was already over the top for me. You're saying that it's going to get worse?
Do you want to know why it was tame?
Because
it was on Disney property. Yes, they rented
literally.
They somehow got
It's a Hilton.
Disney.
That's why it's a Hilton.
And what are you taught? Hilton's are horse?
Well, yeah. Every sex conference we go to is a Hilton. Look at our Hilton points.
I just show up and pay the bill.
He shows up and looks so pretty. Doesn't he look so pretty? You can tell who arranges all the travel conferences, who handles everything.
What? I write the articles and the material. Mostly.
Yeah.
Some
Thanks. I get that a lot. It's like, yeah.
Well, if you're interested in the pup gear, check out my Instagram. Go look for John C. Luna. I have several pup pictures up there on Instagram. And if you like it, subscribe. I'll be posting a lot more up there. I actually started, but never did a, what's it called? OnlyFans?
OnlyFans? Yeah.
Yeah, I never really got too much into it. It was that craze of COVID. We should do this. Oh, it's work.
It's work. It's more work. I know. Like, I'm supposed to be doing my fantasy club, and it's like, well, what happened was last week my computer decided to commit suicide. Like Carrie, completely black screen of death, the little corrupted file. I cried because I had some things I needed to send some clients, and guess what? It all got erased and deleted. And then, I couldn't do my fantasy club because it crashed. So I got a very early Christmas present. Not that I really wanted it. A MacBook Pro because I need it for work, because we have our own business. So I need it.
So if we haven't spoken, or she hasn't spoken to you in a few days, she's not ignoring you.
I'm just still setting it up.
She can't work on the phone that quickly.
And I'm trying to set up my computer. It's like I've already had it for 3 days, and I'm still having issues setting things up. Like my messenger is not working correctly. It's just one thing after another, and I'm just like, ugh. But I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful. I have a super genius IT husband here who could take good care of me. He takes so good care of me for the IT challenge.
Yeah, no more IT challenge. I'm on vacation. However, you have one too.
Yes, we had those special ordered.
Pineapple. Why is it Starbucks? Yes, that says Starbucks along the side there if you can't read it. See,
no, you can't.
They have a cup which screams our people. The pineapple cup.
Yes, but guess where you could only find them?
Hawaii.
I had them special ordered and shipped from Hawaii.
You tried to bribe a friend who was thankfully a good enough friend to say, "Oh, I'll buy them and send them." But yes,
I was willing to pay for them.
We had to import these from Hawaii.
Yes, they were imported. Yes.
I want my pineapple to show
anywhere, but shine. I'm also afraid that someone might steal it, so that's why.
Yeah. That's why I had yours laser engraved.
Yeah, mine is laser engraved. Yours is still not, so that's why
I'll work on it.
Yeah, you work on it there. I can make them. All right, awesome. What else? Oh, we were talking about New Year's resolutions, sexual resolutions.
Oh, what is the stuff we're going to explore next year?
Yeah, in 2022.
I know for me,
I've
been exploring a lot more. Like I said, the puppy play, going to pup events. There's actually, believe it or not, 2 fisting events on the East Coast.
Oh, okay.
There's something called Fist Fest, which, as much as it sounds cool, it also sounds scary. Yes.
But you could handle it. I know you.
Remember those pictures, the videos I showed you on Twitter?
Yes, I know.
I can't handle that. But it's a possibility. Yeah.
They had like up to here. The arm was like, I was just like, whoa, that's Jedi level.
No, that's tickling your tonsils level.
But that's still Jedi level to go that far. I'm like, I could barely go like this to your ass. I'm like, just a little bit.
But the like point is, if someone's doing that and deep throating someone, can they actually give them a hand job?
Oh, that's
That's wrong. But it's
That's
funny.
gross. That is so gross. Just no. I can't believe you just put that in my head.
I never said I was right. I keep the entertainment going.
Oh my god. Oh, that was just so wrong.
Hey,
That
okay,
was
so
just wrong. Okay.
when I'm fisting you, what's the most popular word
Well,
you
no, what?
say? What is the most popular word that comes out of your mouth while I'm fisting you?
Fuck.
No.
What?
More. It's either more fingers or
he's
more lube.
vaginal fist me, not
Vaginal.
anal. He's vaginal.
We're working on it.
We're
We're
we'll work on that. So yeah, on that. But
okay, don't make like we're gonna work on it now when you're all hot and heavy in the bedroom, because that is false advertisement and that is not acceptable between us.
What?
I need
the anal.
open.
Yeah, well, anal we haven't really, because I still have some blockages there. I have some trauma over the anal. So yeah.
But every time I touch it, you get very excited.
I do.
And you want it.
Yes, I do. But it's like again,
every time I mention anal, you bend your back in a very nice way and put your ass in the air.
Okay. Side note, the curiosity is getting the better of me. You have a sign in the background that says Florida Center for Hormones and Wellness. Is that your office? No, that's a sponsor. They actually sponsor us they sponsor the show because this is not free. We do have to pay for airtime. And so they're being gracious enough. And we've been seeing them for about 4 years now for our health and wellness.
I just started my 4th year. You've been going 3.
3.
Basically, if you are interested in following us, go to sexpositiveme.com. You can follow us on Instagram as SPM The Lunas. And you can also find us on YouTube where we simulcast twice on Monday for that.
Yes, and we're so excited. We're up to 515 subscribers. Thank you so very much. That helps us a lot to get the word out there. We appreciate you.
And the fact that Facebook and YouTube neither have banned us.
Yeah, thank God.
Considering the conversations we're having.
Oh, yeah. Well, they put the...
they warned us.
No, they put on YouTube, they put on the labels on 18 and up.
Okay.
So restrictive. So I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the restricted thing. Just don't censor us. So we're pretty cool with that. I'm
just glad now you're wearing shirts that aren't cut off. You've learned that because Facebook came on and almost destroyed our broadcast.
I know. It was just I am wearing something. So yeah, I just bought a couple new dresses from Forever 21 and I kind of screwed up on the
And what about the lingerie?
The laundry. And
you got some hot ass lingerie
from Adore Me. But the problem is Adore Me is where I bought it. So, and gift certificates. Yeah, giving ideas in case they want us that. But also you look dressy tonight. Thank you. It's just a simple romper, just easy on, easy off, So
I know.
It's I guess my pro dom look. I need to get more of these because it's apparently some of my clients like outfits like this.
What if we go ahead and just because I have plenty of leather, you get leather, and then we do a whole dom broadcast night?
Oh yeah, we could do that.
I would love that because I could show you how to do a lot of things. Yeah, we've done roping, right?
Yes.
Just so you guys know, we do a lot of rope bondage, shibari, suspension,
fire play.
Fire play we haven't done.
No.
It's been a couple months.
Yeah.
It's not normal I wait that long.
Yeah, I mean, you did it right before I had to do the raise. No, I did it with my massage therapist. Oh, right. I love when she does that. It's so probably the next race I'm going to do that again. Fire cup and massage before the race because it was just nice and jelly. And so, yeah, I need to get back to running because I was having a little health issues here that set me back. So I'm supposed to be up to 9 miles this week, 45 minutes. It's
you've had a few medical problems. But I have a question over here. They said cupping.
Yeah.
I think and there's fire play and there's fire cupping, and they are technically separate. I usually do them together. Cupping is when we go ahead and take basically, it's usually a glass, bamboo. Sometimes they do make silicone cups. I prefer glass. What I do is very quickly take a swab that's on fire, go in the inside of the glass. It heats the air up inside the glass, and then I put it right on her back or wherever I put it on your skin.
Right.
What happens is as the air cools, the skin gets pulled up. It turns bright red. It pulls all the blood up, and it looks like a pimple that's about to explode. She loves it.
It's such a great detoxing and relaxation. I mean, it knocks me the fuck out. I am knocked unconscious. But then the next day I feel 100% better. I feel so relieved.
But that's the cupping portion.
Right.
The fire play, which I incorporate, is I will either blow fire on her. The thing about fire is I use either 70 or 91% alcohol. I'll get to the marks. When I'm doing that, I could actually draw on her back with alcohol. I take a second swab, hit it, light it up, and I have almost 3 seconds before she feels any burn. The reason is 91% alcohol burns that quick. 70% burns a little slower. I need to make sure I go ahead and wipe it all off with my hand, but again, I keep some water handy just in case. I will warm up her skin, and I will do her back, her ass, her legs. I know I can do your tits and your belly. We just haven't done that yet. The other one is fire blowing, which basically means I think of a little torch and it's got the fire coming up. I will put it on her back and just blow the fire across her. Now,
it's such a relaxing massage, honestly.
Oh,
just
you
the
love it.
heat. Oh, I just love it. It just
so the question is, any marks
Yes.
from fire play? There really shouldn't.
No, not fire play. It's only the fire cupping. The cupping, and there's also air suction cupping and fire cupping. So you will get some marks. Most popular was back in the mid 2000s when was it
The Olympic,
the Olympics. Michael Phelps had it done. You saw all that cupping on him, and that was
only
the
about
marks.
10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago, something like that. That's when it really got popular because Michael Phelps was showing it off. And it's great because it does take all the toxins out of your muscles and it massages it and relaxes it. And I'm just like,
I mean, it has a lot of, I won't even say proven, but it has been used for health reasons for thousands of years.
Chinese medicine, honestly, is it Western medicine or Eastern medicine? I always get confused with them.
That would be Eastern.
Eastern medicine. So it's Eastern medicinal, like I said, air. I don't like the air suction. It's just too dry.
It's dry.
It's dry. And some people like it. I'm not going to knock it. And it's the same as fire.
But the thing is, everyone has their own way to do it. The first thing I will do when I start fire cupping her is relax her by putting sesame oil on her. Now, that sesame oil moisturizes the skin, so I get more suction. However, it also coats the skin. So sesame oil is not flammable. So I can actually, it gives me a little more of a barrier. It lets her feel the heat. It conducts the heat as well. But the truth is, as far as the marks, sometimes they last, like by morning, you'll see a couple, but they're mostly gone if I do a really light session. If I do a really hardcore session, 3 days later, they're still visible.
Yeah, 3-4 days. Yeah.
And you like I've seen you admiring them. I have put big ass suction because it looks like an octopus suction bug.
I
put them on her ass one
we
day.
Did at the Rent-A-Dom. Rent-A-Dom. He left.
Okay, but what I'm realizing is he didn't have. I use cotton. I need to get the torches.
Oh,
he had torches.
Okay.
It's the equipment.
Yeah.
But essentially, they were mini torches. I need to figure out how to find those. The only place I know that sold them,
I thought it was like the weed place, the smoke shops.
Did they have them?
No. Isn't that what you use for your little?
No, not a torch. This is a torch, as in like it has a set thing that you will put in the alcohol.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't see that.
And the only place I know that sold them was a guy who sold them at Thunder in the Mountain, because I know 2 people who bought them from him.
Okay.
And they canceled that conference. So we will not be going to Colorado.
To Thunder in the Mountain. Okay. I will have to. I still have bite marks from 2 weeks ago. I'm staying up for you. For yours. Thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate all our fans. I miss our Snooki. Snooki, I have to email him back because he apologized. He said, Snooki from Netherlands sent us an email apologizing for not being on the show. And I was like, I totally love and respect because it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning his time. So I'm happy. I need to send him a Christmas email.
However, when we do, I have definitely cupped many people besides you.
Right. Yeah.
So again, possibility test or James.
Yeah.
We'll see if you're up for it.
Yes.
But the truth is, we're down to the last 7 minutes, and what we realized is we have 1 show left.
Yes.
And hopefully between now and next week, I'm technically off of my primary job.
Yes.
We're kind of doing a planning session, but we're also doing a bunch of self-care.
Yes. A lot of self-care this 2 weeks.
So hopefully we'll be having some fun between Christmas
and New Year's.
I'm hoping New Year's.
So we're still looking for idea suggestions to what to do for the New Year's, because I don't want to be in my house. That's just my that's my superstitious tradition, not be in the house there, because even during COVID in 2020, we still traveled. We still traveled in 2020, and then we still traveled. We traveled all 2021, which totally almost every conference was very last minute, like 3 weeks, 2 weeks out that we traveled to these conferences.
We are vaccinated.
We're vaccinated. We're getting our booster shot soon, probably during this time period because we're down.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, and then that's why I need to be out so that way for the following year we're traveling. That's just my superstitions. We've been doing it. John has been very loving and respectful and accepting that.
I'm an anal retentive Virgo who loves organization. I married a witch.
Bruja is the politically correct term, but okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. A sexually charged witch.
Bruja.
Whatever you're doing, keep going with.
I know, kind of deal. So, any suggestions, ideas people are doing? I think we're open to vanilla stuff. I think no.
Yeah, maybe.
I am not saying definitely. I say we. I think I'm not saying yes.
It doesn't have to be naked.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be fully sexual either. But I want to go out and have fun. Just
should it be out, or should we find a hotel? Yeah, I'm okay with that.
We still have a week out. We have next show. So here's what I'm giving to our audience members. Give us ideas for next show.
And we're willing to travel in the state of Florida.
In the state of Florida, yeah.
Because we can drive there.
Unless some sugar daddy or sugar mama wants to pay for our flights and we'll go there. I'm putting it out to the universe.
Stop. I'm the one who's smoking, not you. But yet you come up with these crazy ass things.
Hey, I put it out to the universe. I'm totally cool with that. What will be an OTR for you for New Year's? What is OTR that and where is that? And it might sound like a club or something. We're in Central Florida. We're in Orlando. So I don't know where it is because I see Grapevine too, and I'm thinking that's someone from Texas.
So maybe they're going to Colette.
Colette? Oh, could be. I don't know.
I don't know, but we'll see.
Well, like I said, we're open for ideas. And then for next week's show, let us know your ideas. What do you want to hear?
We want to close out the year with a good bang.
We want to go with a good bang there because I know Friday and Saturday is Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Oh, see, Lifestyle Resort east of Dallas. Called it. I told you Grapevine 2 was from Texas. You have some ideas, throw it our way for our show. Send us a DM. Send us an email at info@sexpositiveme.com or even our Instagram or social media. You could always reach us at sexpositiveme.com. What do you want to talk about? How do the end of the year? Sexual revolutions or resolutions, things like that.
Revolutions?
Yeah.
Viva la John.
Holidays from St. Cloud, Florida. Hey, you're just down the street. Yep. We're in Winter Garden, so we're not that far.
But we are planning new things for next year. Oh, New Year's Eve masturbation party.
Figures, Kinky by Fun would have that. Of course, club. Is that still around? Club Relate, yeah.
Where is that?
That's that masturbate. No, that's here in Orlando. Remember, your
Oh shoot! Yes.
Yes, we
Yes, we know them.
Yeah, Double Date.
We know Club Relate.
Yes, we do. That's why I said I had to remind you from our Double Date.
Yes.
Which are we supposed to schedule that next week?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Yeah. See, we're still doing our social count. Like tomorrow night, we're meeting with the ASN folks. So yeah, we'll have to find that. Yes, definitely. So we have dinner tomorrow with them. I'm so excited. Wednesday, you already heard, I'm going to yoga class with Drew.
And I'll find something to do.
Yeah, Thursday we're open. Friday we have a vanilla double date with one of my friends.
Yes.
Yes, and then Saturday's Christmas.
Christmas.
Yes. So unless we really have a horrible time with our family, we will probably not be going out Saturday night. But again,
probably
all depends.
Not. I think we might need recovery time.
Yes. So Sunday, it's open. I don't know what's going on with that. And then
it's funny because I do love technology, but over here I have a Facebook user that says hi and it doesn't say a name.
Yeah.
It just says Facebook user.
They need to approve Facebook to StreamYard. It's like so complicated. We'll have to catch you up the next time because we only have less than 2 minutes.
Whoever you are, hello.
Hello. To say hi, goodbye. And our spam bots. Well, I'll have to go vanilla now and then. I know we have to do vanilla now and then, but it's like family obligations, of course.
Look, if I go vanilla for Christmas, haven't I paid enough?
Look, we don't go out with this vanilla couple that often, okay? So, and they've been good friends for a long time.
Yes, and I'm fine with going vanilla.
Yes.
Despite what people think, my door is not a revolving door of lovers.
No.
It's not, because we actually work way too much.
Yeah.
But we do know when we can take our limits.
Yeah,
and we go out and we have our fun.
Yes, exactly. We had someone this weekend who wanted to meet up with us, and we're like, fuck, sorry, we wanted to. Schedules didn't work out. I partied all last week. That's why Saturday I slept
So-
in and didn't go to the beach. I want to go to the beach.
24 seconds remaining. I want to go ahead and thank our sponsors. I want to thank everyone here over on SDC. Just so you guys know, we also simulcast on YouTube. If you look for Sex Positive Me, and if you subscribe to us, we'd be greatly appreciated.
And you can catch the replays of all the shows because I know SDC has been having problems recording our shows and available for replay. So go check the replay over on YouTube.
We're done. Thank you very much.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Love yous. Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. I know, that is the one button of all the things you do. You just love pushing and holding.